And welcome to Encounters. Welcome to Encounters, everybody. This is the late night spiritual UFO talk show right here on TikTok, the #1 UFO spiritual talk show on social media. I'm CmdrAleon for all the new people that are coming into our show tonight. That started just at 11. Actually, believe it or not, we started at 11 p.m. Eastern. That's right. Good to have everybody with us. If you're new to the show, I'm CmdrAleon, the man from Mars. Before coming to Earth, I also worked with the Ashtar Galactic Command before there was any internet. I'm a direct contactee since the 60s, just to give a short bio for everybody. And I'm also the host of WESU-FM's Ashtar Command radio show for over 20 years, Cosmic Eye Radio. And I'm a C5 coordinator here in New England with our Ashtar Command C5 group. So I work and have many, many cosmic hats here. Hello, everybody. Jan, Johnny, everybody coming in here. Good evening, all the new people. Lane, Deborah, good to have you with us. We're going to have a great show tonight. And we're getting ready. We're amped up for Friday night. We're going to have really good communications with our space being from the ship on the show. If you're not familiar with what's happening, please pass the information on my video on here on TikTok. That's on my main page, Ashtar Command Spaceship News. The promotional video for Friday night, please pass it on to as many people as you think you should. Okay? And I was thinking earlier that I want to talk about this because I think it's important. The reason why I was contacted, for those that have no idea what I'm talking about and those that do, it even gets deeper. The reason why I was contacted, because I heard them. You know, I broke through the 5D static of those towers, those cell towers that try to block. That's what the cell towers do. The cell towers are created to block the galactic energy from getting through. So even though everyone has their cell service wherever they go, it's a detriment and it prevents people from being able to hear those beings from outer space. That's why they have cell towers. The cell towers, you get cell service wherever you go, to Vermont or Maine or California. You got your cell service, but it gets deeper than that. It's a distraction. It's a distort frequency. You know, if they can distort the frequency, it makes it harder for the galactic levels to communicate with those on Earth. But the thing is, we did it, right? We did it with music. They were amazing. They used music to communicate with me. That Billie Holiday song was only the beginning. And I actually heard them. I actually listened. I actually was able to listen to the static. It was the static. See? The cell towers try to prevent the static. Now, we're not just talking any kind of static. There's all kinds of static out there. We're talking a frequency of static that was a galactic frequency of static that broke through the cell tower frequencies. And when it broke through the cell tower frequencies, that's when contact started. So you're going to learn a few things here tonight. Probably those in power don't want you to know about, right? But you're going to learn a few things. Because as I've always said, there's going to be time for everything. And that time is now. So, as we get into tonight's show, we'll definitely interview people. We'll definitely talk to people, have great conversations with people. But I'm also going to share more of myself with you. You know, the mysteries of the commander. Always asking questions, interviewing other people. So I'm going to share more of myself with you here. So even though you know that I've been on this journey since childhood, in a sense, that's when my contact started originally. Now, the static. So we're going to talk about static tonight a little bit. And people say, why do you want to talk about static? Because that is the key, the static. You see, when radio frequencies and frequencies in space are unlimited, cellular towers are there to cut into the frequencies of the galactic levels. Cell towers and cell frequencies try to block it, which they do. That's what they're there to do. There's so many things they try to use to block the frequencies from space. But then contact happens, you see. And the space people from the Sirius constellation, I want you to know about them a little bit more. So I'm going to share a little bit more about them. And we got as better, I'm going to show you a picture of the closest thing I can show you of what they look like. Give me a moment. And I'm going to hopefully put the picture on here. I'm going to switch from here. I'm going to let you see a picture that is a drawing of what this particular Syrian group looked like. So just give me a moment. We're going to switch photos here. Hopefully. If I have it here, maybe not. That's a bummer. The picture's too small for me to show to you. I will have to see if we can enlarge the picture. But let me describe the being to you. I'll describe the color. The color of these beings from the star system Sirius, their planet, are a radiant blue color. They are the highest vibrational frequency pattern. And I call Hideko is and again, I'm going to try to get a clarification on his name. I'm getting closer to pronouncing it correctly. Hideko is a space being. We can see it in your glasses. Oh, okay. And Gaideko and the men and women of their planetary civilization are very radiant, tall blue. They're like a blue, almost translucent, but not totally. They are physical beings. They have children. They have families on their planet. They don't look like us exactly. Like we're this solid densified form. So they are less densified, but radiant in their colors of their beingness. Do you understand? All right. So I'm going to share as much as I can about them. Yes. And so the reason why they contacted me more and more as I give you more information is that I actually was able to, they told me I operate in static. That originally I operated in static when I didn't come to, before I was on Earth, I operated like they did in static. Now they're saying to me, what does that mean, static? How did I operate as a static or part of a static frequency? That static frequency allows you to break through any limited areas of frequency, such as Earth. Earth has a lot of garbage going through the atmosphere in terms of radio waves and so forth. And some of those things are there to block the galactic frequency. So it blocks the frequency. So I have to share this with you. I'm always interviewing people. And now I want to share a little bit about my galacticness. Okay? My trueness, my beingness of who I am. I can't not do that because more and more it keeps coming through in a certain specific energy frequency. And I speak in a certain tone now because I'm getting that frequency integrated more and more into my physical being. So you'll hear me speaking like this a little bit more. Still the same person. So, as I don't speak quickly, I'm just absorbing the download of information to share with you here on the show. Many people spend time doing things on this planet. They're always doing things, but they're not listening. They're always doing something, but they're not listening, right? When you sit still and say nothing and you just listen, you can hear sound. Many of you hear different sounds, all kinds of sounds, if you sit still enough to listen, right? And those sounds could be earth-based. Many times they are. Other times, if you really listen, if you tune in, you'll hear the static. But many people don't hear the correct static. They hear static. So what happened is the communication was facilitated by Godico, and they were picking up the static, pieces of it. They were looking for the static. They found it. And that's how they communicated and found me. And I am humbled in the work I do here always. Never with ego. Everything is mission work. Everything is love. Everything is inclusive, not exclusive, right? That's the way it's supposed to be. No one's supposed to be saying, oh, wow. Not me. I'm still learning. I'm still learning from them. I have a lot to learn. I have a lot of things to learn from them. And when the day comes for a physical contact with them, I will be honored and humbled by whatever they provide me with. I've been thinking about this pretty much all day. Today was a weird day. Today, the energy was so unstable on the planet. I don't know if anyone else felt it. It was really intense. It's calming down now, but earlier today, it was crazy on this planet. This planet was crazy. That's all I can tell you about the planet. It was crazy. Yes. So, as human beings, as people living on this earth, we have a responsibility now. Yes, fellas, is purging, Laura. Yes. We have a responsibility as earth beings, earth people now. A great responsibility. A great shift is coming soon. I've been feeling it for a long, long time. Many times I just want to be a regular human being, right? Sometimes I want to just be a regular earth person. But I know that's not happening. The more I want to be a regular earth person, the more I'm not. So I have to accept what is and what will be. No, Larry, we're up here in New England. Hey, good to see you, Larry. We're up here in New England. Margaret, I kept dozing off most today. Couldn't stop. Johnny says, I feel as the shift is coming sooner than expected. Yes. And you have to go by your feelings, brothers and sisters. Your feelings are the most honest thing you have, right? Your feelings. And what's coming to Earth is this energy and the sun. Let's talk about our sun. Extraordinarily, the sun has a big hole that was shown in a picture by the SOHO satellites. And the sun's getting ready to do something again really big. Oswego, New York. Oh, beautiful. And the sun will have a lot to do with what's going to happen on our planet. The sun is a very, very high frequency energy. It's the one thing that is going to affect your cellular structure, your mental abilities, and what happens to Mother Earth itself. So now I'm here to talk about this. I didn't know what I was going to do tonight, but I kept getting really crazy energy today, and now things are calming down, and now I have to talk. I will interview people, but I have to talk. You don't hear me talking too much. I'm always listening, always hearing. But I will tell you that these times we're in, no matter what anybody says on Facebook or TikTok or YouTube or whatever they're producing or thinking or creating, it doesn't matter. Because what's going to come has nothing to do with social media. What's to come has to do with everything. Everything that exists in the known universe. Everything that exists in our understanding of who we are. It's a time not to be afraid, but a time to be courageous, to stand tall, to be who you are, to not get jumbling into things, mixing things up, mixing drinks up. And when I say mixing drinks up, I'm saying mixing all kinds of religions and spirituality in one whole and thinking that's going to be good, because it won't. You see? I came here to this planet to understand it, and I understand it more than I want to, as you do. Everyone has an understanding. Every one of you do. You know in your hearts what is and what isn't, right? So we're here to focus on the most important thing of our time, since we live in time on Earth. We're here to not just go with the flow, but to be who we truly are now. The time to be what we're not is ended. Many times people on this planet live to be who they're not. When I say who you're not, what does that mean? That means pretending to be some regular person doing what you're doing with your neighbors, having a cookout, a picnic, going on vacation, coming home, going to work, or whatever it is that you do. It's time to break away from all those things, to realize who you are. And that means not listening to people giving you channeled information, telling you tomorrow morning you're going to feel great. I know it. I'm coming from the greatest level of light. My name is Sonar the Great. Sonar the Great's going to tell you. If you listen to Sonar the Great, I will give you the information and you will feel good tomorrow. You see what I'm trying to say, brothers and sisters? There is no Sonar the Great. There is you. There's the universe. There's the Creator who created all the life forms, all the planetary systems, all the galaxies and solar systems, all the parallel realities, all the multi-dimensional realities beyond the comprehension. Understand this. Beyond the comprehension of the human mind. Beyond the comprehension of the human mind. I've been having withdrawals, missing you all, doing your lives. Good to have you with us, Melissa. Lotus Love. Good to have with us, Lotus Love. That's a beautiful name. Good to have everybody here. I acknowledge everyone, even though I haven't looked at your names. I know you're here. I just want you to know I love you, all of you. Really, isn't that the truth? Isn't that where we're going? Regardless of all the garbage that has been done to this planet, there is another end on the other side of the rainbow, on the other side of the bridge. We have bridged the gap galactically here, okay? We have bridged every single gap. No matter what the struggles are you're going through, individually, physically, whatever it might be, understand that you are way more than the physical problems you have, or the mental anguish you might have, or the things you've gone through in your life. When you look back at all those things, look at who you are right now as a human being, as an Earthian. Look at who you are. Yes. And thank you, John. My good friend John's here. all lines of communications are now bridged, Commander. They are. John and I have been talking tonight before I came on live. What you're going to hear us do on Friday night is something that is going to blow your mind. It's something that no power that be on earth wants us to do, but they can't stop it. We broke a barrier. We've initiated the communications with the star beings from Sirius, from this particular planet, the ones I'm talking about. I can't show you the picture because it's there's not enough whatever to get the picture on the screen. I'd have to get a bigger picture of that, and hopefully I can show you them. But the space people, Hideko, and the people from their planetary system are very beautiful beings of light. And someday we're going to meet them. Someday, which might be soon, whatever that means. I keep getting the word soon. I don't know what that means. We will meet them. They will meet us. It will be the first direct contact for them with us. And it doesn't matter who's in power. It doesn't matter if you're in the Vatican, whether you're a president or prime minister. Those aren't the people that are going to meet them. We are. We're going to meet them. We're going to embrace them. We're going to make the first contact, of real contact. Because it's time. It's time for it to occur. And the highest level of C5, you want to know what it is? The highest level of C5, we do C5, but when they contacted us for music a few weeks ago on the Alexa app, and she's not responding, when they contacted us, it broke through every single barrier on this planet. Every single barrier, every single frequency was broken through. Every frequency. If they only knew, that's right, John, if they only knew. And what I'm telling you is only half of it. What I'm trying to share here with you is some cosmic wisdom that you're going to get nowhere else. I don't care who, where, or what. Because it's time for people to know. It's time for people to know the truth. The cosmic truth of your being. When I'm talking like this, I'm in such a deep state of understanding at the moment. Like I said, many times I listen. I ask questions of my guests. You don't hear much about me, but tonight you are. Tonight I am. I'm exposing more of myself to you because I love you. Because I want you to know the truth. Because I don't care if any government's listening, monitoring, they can't stop this. They can't stop me. They can't stop you. They can't stop what's happening. We have the control. They don't. They live in an illusional world, these people in power. They think they have control of the whole situation in space. They don't even have any control. They have no control. They're living an illusion. They think they have control. I laugh every time I see it. You know, they want to control the narrative. They want to control the narrative of contact, right? They want to think that they're going to be the ones visited first, that the space beings are going to visit the White House and the Vatican and all these people, that the Prime Minister of England or whoever, they think it. No, they've got it wrong. They don't understand. It's not them. They're the last ones that would be contacted. It's you. It's all of you. It's each and every single one of you. Do you understand? Yes, John is right. And we know about the static. John and I know about the static. The static is the force that breaks through the planetary system of Earth and every single Earth-based frequency that's artificially broadcast to block communications between the space people and those here on the planet Earth. Between the space people and those that are on the planet Earth. Make some notes, folks. Write some notes down. Record this. Well, this show is being recorded, so you'll see it on YouTube. What I'm telling you now, what I'm sharing with you now, is important for you to know. Becky R., good to see you. Starshine, welcome. Gracie, welcome everybody out there. I see all of you. Rock on with me. Leroy, I do see you all. Oliver. So we have a purpose. You all have a purpose. Whether you realize it yet, you might be at a certain level of frequency, but every single one of you on this planet, wherever you are around the planet watching this, you all have a purpose. You have a divine purpose. You have a purpose more than just being a human being waking up. I mean, physically waking up, having breakfast, and doing whatever you do every day. You're way more than that. You're way more than that. I want you to realize that. No matter how anyone has ever treated you, good, bad, or indifferent, as you were growing up, you're way more than what you think you are. Thank you, Molly. I can only speak the truth from a galactic understanding of light. Like I said, many nights I play the host. But in truth, I'm way more than a host. I just sit here and listen to the stories. And I love the stories because we learn so much from everyone here. We learn so much. And we become able to understand another person's plight. Whatever it was that happened, we learn so much. If you listen for a moment, if you just listen and really listen, you can hear it. If you totally listen, you can hear it. Can you hear it? Can you truly hear? Can you truly hear? If you do hear, then you're tuning in. If you do hear, you're tuning in. Mark Anthony, great question, Mark. Thank you, brother. I meditate instantaneously when I need to. I take time in the morning to do some meditation. My meditations might be 10 minutes, a half hour. It depends. I can go to meditation and meditate for 10 minutes, and then I have a complete meditation. Acoustic waves are set. Thank you, Gracie. Meditation is a key part. In the universe, on other planetary systems, the space beings, including Hideko and his people, they meditate. Many of the planetary systems in the star system, Sirius, and other planetary worlds, they meditate. They communicate. They meditate. They communicate with God, with the Creator. On Earth people, they're given religions by man. And when they go to their places of worship, they worship to some sort of preacher or someone who's in control of a pulpit. That's not the way it's supposed to be. It's not that way on other planets. They don't do that on other planets. On Earth, these people with ego saying they are going to show you the way to God, right? All these different religions, Eastern and Western religious situations on planet Earth. On the star systems in Sirius, there are no religions. Did you know that? There's no religions. Only on Earth do they have man-made religions. So people go to these places and listen to some man speaking about God from a religious 3D standpoint. Other planets, no, you see. They communicate directly with God through a sense of oneness and understanding. On Earth, no. Earth, everything's separated. Everything's separated. Linda, welcome. So tonight is a night of learning and understanding what I'm saying. I sit quietly in the background asking questions of guests. Tonight, I'm speaking and sharing a galactic bit of information for you. Stuff that you won't hear on YouTube, Facebook, and maybe even here on TikTok from this perspective. Neon, welcome. Tiger Tail, welcome. Weldon, welcome to Encounters. Everybody coming in here, welcome. And the most important thing to understand is that you are welcome. If no one welcomes you, if no one says hello to you and welcomes you and greets you, then what kind of person is that on Earth? Why would not one person welcome another person? When you go to another planetary system, if you do, they will welcome you, as they should. And when they come here, and they will, when official contact occurs here, and it will, are you going to be that unconditional person that's going to welcome them? Think about it. Are you going to welcome them? Will you be the ones to say, I welcome you to Earth? It's been a long time coming. I welcome you. Will you be the one who will embrace our space brothers from other civilizations beyond Earth? Will you welcome them? You see, my concern now is there are still people on this planet that don't understand. You do, but there are billions that don't. They do not yet understand. If beings come here on Earth and land ships and contact people on Earth, will they welcome them? We know you will, but will they? And the ones that are coming, forget your media, forget your websites, forget all the stuff you've seen. Throw that out the window. All that's misinformation. All the things, all the years, all the decades, throw it out. What I'm giving you is information. And of course, in a free will planetary system, you can take the information or disregard the information. And I hope you'll do that. What I'm telling you is true. I'm not channeling the information. I'm not creating an illusionary story. I never do that. I can't. I didn't come here for that purpose. But I came here is to share a bit about who I am, a bit about why contact has happened with the luminous beings from the star system Sirius, from their planet. Again, static. Understand Friday night, the communications that you're going to hear will be based on a form of galactic static. It's a specific type of static. It's not a static that is just gibberish. It's a different kind of static. And you have to be willing to let go of your belief systems when they communicate. So when they communicate Friday night, you have to be willing to let go of your preconceived earth-based belief systems. Without letting go of those belief systems, you'll have preconceived notions of who they are and what you think they are, based on sci-fi movies, based on books you've read, pictures you've seen. Throw that out the window. The beings that we're communicating with from this particular planetary system are very, very luminous, bluish, kind of like a bluish radiant color, maybe a little bit of yellow in their complexion. But they are very, very advanced. They are about a little bit over 7 feet tall, to be exact. A little bit over 7 feet tall. What I'm giving you is real information. I hope you'll understand that. Yes. Sort of like Avatar, yes. A little bit different, sort of like Avatar. No tails. These are physically in human form. But yes, you have the idea, Arlene. Similar to the avatar color. The reason why I'm called commander is not on a military level of understanding. Thank you for the question. I'm in command of my own cosmic spirit. So when we use the word commander, it means I am command of my own spirit. It has nothing to do with the earth-based definition. So if I say to somebody that I know with the Ashtar command, hello, Commander so-and-so, that means I am honoring their spiritual liberation of their consciousness of who they are. So that's what the definition, I'm glad you asked me that question. Many people have not. They want to know what the word commander means. So commander means I'm in command of my own cosmic spirit. It has nothing to do with being a military commander of the Air Force. That's an earth-based definition. Where we come from, the word has a very cosmic spiritual meaning. So I thank you. Yes, know thyself. Will they take out Netflix? I hope so. Will they take out service Wi-Fi Netflix? So, nope. I think you're saying nope. Not too concerned about what they'll take out or not take out. I don't think they're here to take out anything. I think what you need to understand is it's time for people to wake up, to realize that what you're going to see soon, whatever soon means, they keep saying the word soon. I don't put a date on soon, but I feel it. What you're going to see soon is the embracement between beings of light from other planetary systems. The initiation of contact will be one of great joy and understanding, but it will be done in a way that is not going to make people freak out. And there are people on Earth that will freak out. There's billions of people on this planet. Not all of them understand things. Okay? Not all of them do. But it's up to each and every one of you, if you stay here to listen to this broadcast. I know there's TikTok tourists that are coming in and out, but if you stop and listen to the words, you will understand the message. Because there is a message here, which, by the way, you can watch the whole show on my Astro Command Spaceship News channel on YouTube. This will be on there as well. Give me a moment. I have to have some apple cider here. Good thing. So we're at the cusp of a great, great change. The rapid timeline has changed. Yes, Anna, apple cider, always the best. So happens it was, let's see, okay. So my good friend and brother, John Connors, will be joining us. And as soon as he's able to come back on, I think it's the 7th, he gets released from the TikTok thing. He will be a regular part of our program, just to let you know. John Connors will be a regular part of Encounters. And we're glad to be working together. There's a synergy of energy that we've found to have, and it's really important. It'll help all of you, what we're going to do together on the show. And every single person that I work with on this show, Grace, our spiritual guidance counselor, there are certain people that have that frequency that are going to be part of the show. And then, of course, our guests. That's everyone out there. You're all beautiful people. You're part of the show, too. You're included in the show. That's the way it's supposed to be, right? Absolutely. So where we're going now is into a frequency shift. The sun is going to have a great deal, much more of a power, energetic shift from our sun. So focus in the next few months on our sun. When I say focus, I'm not saying stand there and look at the sun all day. Focus on the energy shift of the sun. Do you understand? The sun is going to affect the galactic levels of energy on the planet Earth soon. It already is. It's going to get stronger. You have not seen anything yet from the sun, but I'm getting very strong indications and information. The sun is going to have very strong effects next year on the planet. Very strong effects. So you must be prepared. Meaning when you do your meditations, or if you don't do any meditations, learn how to meditate properly. Learn how to meditate. And when the sun has its solar flare-ups, be in a meditative state to absorb the frequency of energy from the sun in order to elevate the frequency of your cellular structure and your mental structure of your mind. Do you understand? It's all about the sun. The sun in every solar system, in every galaxy, is the center of energy for that specific dispensation of energy that is being given to all life forms and all other planetary systems. It is. Do you understand? So the sun is a very important part and aspect of all life forms, from the mammals, the sea creatures, the animals on your planet, on every other planetary system. It's very important that people understand this. The beauty of life everywhere that God has created is most beautiful. You know of life on Earth the way you understand it. But other planets, life is just as beautiful in different frequencies of energy. Ebb and flow, ebb and flow. Everything ebbs and flows, right? Everything. And when I close my eyes, I feel nothing but the strongest sense of love and energy coming through my body. And as you close your eyes, you will feel it too. So everyone close your eyes. For a moment, close your eyes. Take a deep breath. Let go of everything. And allow the universal frequencies of light to come into your body right now. And they will, if you're willing to do this. If you're willing to do this, you will feel it. And it's not something you can make up, because as you allow yourself to feel the universe and the energies through the universe, you are going to feel them. You will. You have to let yourself understand that. You have to let go. Not be afraid, just let go. Like jumping off a mountain. Jump off that mountain. See what happens. Take that jump. See what happens. Where you go. Where you flow. Where you fly. How high up you are. Take the chance. What I'm saying is, don't be afraid. Don't be afraid of anything that's happening. Because it's all going to happen anyway. Things are changing. You might as well get ready for it. You know? You might as well be ready for it. Mary says, I heard in meditation to work on telepathy. Yes, everyone should. So understand the very essence. So I say, Hideko, you can speak now. Hideko can speak right now if he wishes to. Hideko can come right through this TikTok right now if he could, if he wanted to. Because the energy frequencies with Hideko, myself, and John, even if John's not physically talking on here, the frequency of energy is in tune. There's a sequence of energy frequency with static. You see, the static between the three of us will allow for the communications to actually begin at any point, at any time. True, James. We should just be great to each other, and that's really something that everyone should be doing. No more seeking, just being good. That's right. And we need to also realize that if we just realize that we are connected to God, there's nothing to seek because it's all here. We all came from other planetary systems. We came here but forgot who we were. A great many people forgot who they were. A great many people. So that's my part of what I had to say. That's exactly where my consciousness was. And like I said, take notes. What you think you're getting from this transmission of communications from me, it's free. It's totally free. I want you to have the information. I want you to write it down. If it makes sense to you, write it down. If any part of what I've said tonight makes sense to you, write it down. Down to earth, down the rabbit hole, down to earth. I'm changing your name. When we lift ourselves, we attract others to join in the ascension. Yes. Johnny Will says, thank you for these words of wisdom. I had no idea what I was going to say tonight. I honestly tell you, I knew I had to come on here. Well, I'm going to be on here anyway. I had no idea I was going to open up like this. Normally, I'm pretty much listening. But that doesn't mean I don't know anything. It just means I'm listening, right? I'm a good listener, but I have things to say. Lots of things. Oh, I'm always feeling God Hadako. He'll be with us Friday night, but I do feel him in my energy frequency. Good question. So I feel a great sense of contact with Hadako. I always know now we're connected. His people are connected with me. I'm connected with him. They're connected with John. We're connected. It's sort of like a Stargate, in a way, in a conscious way. That'd be the way I put it. No. Yes, we must be open to receiving. We're vessels waiting to be filled. Yes. Grace, absolutely correct. We are vessels waiting to be filled. Everyone is a vessel. Every human being here is a vessel of light. And that light you shine is waiting to be filled. Filled with what? Filled with awakening, with an understanding of who you are. You know, let me say this. Even Kedar Manka will say this, my contact. They've been waiting a long time for humanity to just wake up. Yep, they've been waiting a long time for humanity to wake up and stop playing these games on Earth. They've been waiting a long time for humanity to wake up. And I know many of you are awake. Many of you are aware. Many of you are emotional. You're human. You have concerns. You want to see love on the planet. You want to see people hug each other, embrace each other. And sometimes it's frustrating because people don't always do that, right? They don't always embrace other people. You walk down the street, you see somebody not being nice to another person. Hey, you're human. I'd rather have you be human and have emotions than have no emotions at all. Then I start thinking maybe you're a robot. But I know you're not. It can be frustrating. We're human, right? We have a human experience, right? We're here to have this human experience. But also, we're not human. We come from the stars. I want you to remember this. No matter what you think about who you are, you come from the stars. Every single person here comes from the stars. Whether you're aware of where you come from, it's not important so much. But who you are, once you know who you are, you will realize who your true name is. You will realize who your true being is. You'll understand every aspect of what that is, right? Jackie says, we have always been completely filled. We are just afraid to remember. Yes, Jackie, so true. We are just afraid to remember. We are just afraid to remember. Don't be afraid. Don't be afraid to be who you are anymore. Don't be afraid to remember. No matter how scared you might be of realizing now you're not really just a human being, that maybe you came from that planet that you've never told anybody about, don't be afraid of it. Go within, meditate, find out what that planet is. Embrace your cosmic being. Not just your human beingness, your cosmic beingness. Do you know what I mean when I say cosmic beingness? When I say you are a cosmic being, that's nice. Cosmic being, you can do like you do Om, you do cosmic being. I like that. I actually want to do it again. Cosmic being. One more time. I'm a cosmic being. And the tone of the cosmic being, that could be a great Om. Cosmic being and Om. It takes you home, right? Cosmic being and Om, it takes you home. That could actually, I'm starting to think I'm rhyming here. I think that could be a song. Cosmic being and Om, and it will take you home. I'm almost ready to sing a song here. Almost ready to sing a song. I think I'm going to sing a song here. Do you want to hear a song? I just created it. That's spontaneous, you know? I'm a cosmic being, Om. I'm gonna take you home. I'm a cosmic being, Om. I'm gonna take you home. We're gonna roam in space. I'm gonna take you to that place. I'm a cosmic being, Om. And we're all going to go home. There you go. That's my song. I had to sing it. It was right there. I had to sing it. It was just like right there. I had to sing that song. I couldn't stop myself. I couldn't stop myself. You see what I mean? That's being who you are. Not being afraid to sing a song that just came into your consciousness that is galactically opening people's up to a higher level of understanding and love. I'm thinking of all the beautiful things that we are. I'm a cosmic being, Om. I'm gonna take you home. We're gonna travel the universe. We're gonna sing in harmony. I'm gonna take you home. I'm gonna keep singing Om. It's beautiful. It's really beautiful. It's the most beautiful thing. I'm in a state of bliss right now. You know, there's nothing that can stop any one of you from being who you are. Nothing. Nothing at all. There's nothing that will stop anyone. When I go on a ship far, far away, I say to the earth, I'll see you someday. I'm going on a journey far, far away, but I'll be back someday. I'm going into space to see another race, and then I'm going to see a brand new place. When I get there, it won't be far, but I will see you in the stars. The sun is shining everywhere, but you know that I do care. I'm in space, in a place. The sun is near. Om. We're coming home. We're saying Om. There you go. There you go. That was just created out of pure consciousness. See? I'm in such a state tonight of pure consciousness that it doesn't matter. When you're in the state I'm in, nothing matters. Thank you, Deborah. Thank you. And there's no time, you see, if you stay here, You'll be blown away by the energies. We don't want you to be blown away by going out of the show here. I want you to be blown away by the energies. I want you to feel safe, feel loved. What I'm doing is I'm sharing a bit of my cosmic being with all of you. That's what I'm doing tonight. There's a lot of things I can do, but this is one chapter of my book. So I'm sharing one chapter of I'm sharing a couple of chapters of my book. You're getting a little bit of everything here. Hey, welcome back, John. And down the rabbit hole, Commander and the Galactivators. I love it. I love it. Thank you for the hand heart. Thank you for the gifts. You all are a gift. Every one of you are a gift. Remember that. I can only say good things about all of you because that's all I see is light. All I see is understanding from the perspective of where I come from. Gracie, thank you. Thank you. Ah, man. What a night. And I haven't even interviewed anybody yet. What a night. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I give thanks to each of you for who you are. Bifrost, thank you. I give love to each of you who you are. Even if I don't know you personally, I have to be the galactic being and host that I am to love each of you. And as I love each of you, I hope you'll love the next person here, the next person, and the next person, and the next person, until everyone loves everybody. And when everybody loves everybody, then the planet will be in a state of peace and harmony. Do you know how much the space people love you? Do you know how much? Do you really know how much the galactic levels love you? Do you know? Do you understand how much you're cared about? If you stay here, you'll know. I'll share. I'll talk about it. Don't run away from it. You know, you can go to a TikTok that's running around with a costume on, like a cow's outfit with disco lights, and watch 2,000 people watching a person in a small room hitting the wall and falling over in a bouncing clown outfit or something. Who knows? Or if you stay here, you'll get the real thing. We're not going to be running around with disco lights on, making funny faces in the camera, trying to have the most craziness that is possible. Not here. And I do enjoy watching Slayland. Only from the mouth of James. But it's really a joy to be here. It's really a joy. Thank you, God Talks to Pastor Mike. Good to see you, brother. Always. Mark says, don't certain companies trade in Galactic Federation and children's clothing are the second export? That's interesting. I know nothing about that. You know, so we appreciate everything. And because I'm not rapidly speaking, I'm being downloaded information. So that's why I'm taking my time saying what I'm saying. I'm getting downloads of information tonight like crazy. You know? Thank you, Diane. I feel like I'm going to bring Grace up here to start. And I'm starting to slow down a little bit here, only in the sense when I use the word slow down, it just means that I've said everything I needed to say almost in my messaging. Although there's a lot of stuff coming in tonight, but I'm glad to be here. Alex says, the light beings never made contact about my daughter. The light beings never made contact about my daughter. I'd have to really know more to tune in myself. Alex, it was good talking to you, by the way, the other night. And I think TikTok's having some weird stuff. Grace, you there? Grace is still spinning around with the blue, I think it's like a light blue and a red thing he's trying to load up. Thank you so much for all the people contributing. Because I lost Grace. I think TikTok's having a problem. I think my energy frequency is blowing TikTok apart. I think I'm actually affecting the TikTok algorithms. I have no idea. All I know is my energy is so amped up here, you wouldn't believe it, or maybe you would. But welcome, this is Encounters, the late night UFO talk show with your host, CmdrAleon from Mars, working with the Christ consciousness, working. You busted the matrix. I probably did tonight. I probably busted a lot of matrices tonight. I'm probably battering all of them. My energy's so high, it's just crazy. You know? I'm just like, I'm in a state of frequency now that is just so beyond anything I felt before. I don't know what happened with Grace. She tried to come on here. I think I'm going to try to see if this works again. And we're going to see if what happens here.
Hello. I got the
I hope I don't
galactic
blow you guys away. I don't want to blow people out with this frequency thing here. But man, I am so amped up, you would not believe it.
How are you, Commander?
I am ready to knock every single negative force down to the ground to they're no longer existing tonight. Hello, James. Welcome to my church. I'm just kidding.
Oh, no. No church for me, sir. I already
James,
got
are you
out of
going to be
one cult
saved by
on
me?
TikTok. I don't need to get into another one.
James, am I going to save you, brother? Are your
I think
rabbits going
Grace
to be
actually
saved?
helped save me.
I want to get your rabbits together. If you let me save you, I'll give you some bigger carrots.
Thank you
I guarantee
for the support.
We've got CmdrAleon live from Madison Square Gardens. It's
That's right.
Commander and the Galactivators.
I love that name.
Woot!
That's
But
an
I'm
actual.
glad to see
That's
you.
actually
You know
a
we love you
group.
both.
That's actually a group on TikTok. They're called the Galactivators.
Really?
They're like spiritual
Oh, yeah.
band.
Are they singers?
Yeah, they sing. They play all
Oh, yeah.
kinds of
I've seen them
instruments.
on live. Yeah, I have seen them. Yeah.
Oh,
And
really?
not too bad. They're happy people.
Oh.
They are. They are the
But
Galactivators.
Galactivators.
Come on.
I'll send them to you.
That's hilarious.
I'm also bringing Gracie on. Gracie, thank you for the gifts. And Gracie, hello. Gracie's been on the show before. I'm so amped up here, folks. I'm very focused. Don't bring up any negative issues or anything. I am going to bust all the negative energy out of your bodies right now. Even if you're not even on the show, I'll bust any negativity out right now without even requesting it.
Buzz it out.
I'm just going to blow it out of there. It's going to go back to God.
Commander, I was on the phone with one of our viewers tonight, Miss
Oh, really?
Deborah, and we were just chatting it up. And I'm on the phone with her, and what is right above the house, but some type of craft, not in the atmosphere. This thing was in space.
Yeah.
This thing was booking it. And I was on
Yeah.
the phone with her, and she's like, get off the phone and tape it for Commander. I said, it is so high and my phone is so bad, I'm just going to sit on the phone and enjoy it with you and tell Commander
Right.
about it later.
Yeah, no, I'm fine to hear. I think everyone wants to hear that story. So, what kind of color was the ship when you saw the ship?
It was white. It was I could just see the light from it. It was going
Yeah,
from south to north. It was going south to north, and it was booking it. And you could tell the difference when something's in the atmosphere or in space. And
yeah.
it was right when it was getting dark. So it
Mm,
was prevalent that it was definitely in space.
mm. Wow.
This is my
What do you
chosen.
got there, Grace?
This is my chosen
What is
drink
that?
for this evening.
It
This is
looks like Italian sparkling water.
this is German. This is German,
Oh,
Gloschensteiner,
German.
and it's my favorite seltzer ever.
Oh, seltzer. Okay.
Yeah, it's like a mineral packed seltzer
Well, that
for
sounds good.
yeah, it's excellent for what we're experiencing right now with the Schumann res and
Really?
the astrological changes and the solar flares
Hmm.
and stuff going on right now. If you've never had this before, pick some of it up, especially if you're experiencing headaches. Phenomenal stuff. It's like medicine.
Wow.
Yeah, I've been using it for years. I mean, I say using it because it is like medicine to me.
Whoa.
Thank you so much, guys, for the support here. I
Look
really
at that.
You make me feel so like wanted and loved. It's so wonderful. Thank
Well, you
you.
are.
Thank you.
You're
Commander,
an integral
me
part
and Grace
of
were
what's.
me and Grace were chatting earlier, and we said Commander's in the zone right now, so let's not request to go on yet.
Yeah, I know. That was really awesome way to open up. I loved that.
I had no idea what was going to happen, but I knew I had all this
At
energy built
first, I
up in
thought
me
we were
today.
losing you.
Well, there was a beam. I almost walked into it in the living room here, and you would have seen me being beamed up into a spaceship.
Yeah.
You know?
Somebody wrote synchronized sipping. That's so funny.
Yeah.
Because we were sipping together. So I think that
Starshine, Starshine got a drink too.
I think that the galactic nectar is the apple cider, though.
Uh-huh.
Gotta be honest, that I think that's the galactic
I can drink it all year. I drink
nectar.
apple cider all year.
Yeah, I have it every morning. I do. I drink it every morning a little bit. I have a little bit. It's just like it's supposed to be
And I'm
sweet.
not afraid to say, Grace, I have an addiction to apple cider. I admit it, folks. I'm addicted to apple cider. You know,
Yeah,
I can't
yeah.
go, I'm not going to
My name's
Apple Cider
Commander,
Anonymous.
and I'm an
Apple Cider
apple
Anonymous.
cider addict.
Yeah, I'm an
Apple,
apple cider addict.
apples hurt your stomach, huh? That's interesting.
Not right.
Sometimes, it depends. There's a lot of types of apples. Do they all hurt your stomach, or is it just one specific type?
What kind of apples?
Because there's
Cat
so
Mama
many
says
different
apple cider
apples.
is good.
Yeah, check it
Oh,
out.
she thinks he's allergic to apple cider. You might be, Stormy. You could be.
Oh,
That
allergic.
could be.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, girl power,
In the,
Stormy. Girl power.
yeah.
Gracie Briggs, you're doing such a good job in that chat tonight. I just have to say kudos to you.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Gracie.
she is.
I'm glad it's not a job.
You've been
Isn't it
hired.
funny when we
Gracie, you're
want to do
hired.
it?
It doesn't matter. I already have a job that's basically like that anyway, so it doesn't make me feel any type of way. I always like to do something that makes people want to come in or something, because that's just
Yeah.
my job. So it's
Yeah.
it's not anything that's hard for me.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, that's good. That's good. No, it's you know what, it's so important, and having someone keeping tabs out there, because there's a lot. I think there's around 150 people in the room right now, and that's a lot of people. So it's really important to, you know, keep it going and I appreciate that. We appreciate you.
I think it's
Yes,
really
we do.
more important to just try to bring people in to know what is going on, because there's a lot of people that just dedicate their every morning routine of, hey, I'm gonna get up, make coffee, and I'm gonna watch the news. And that's like the worst thing you could do.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah. Yeah, I
It's
agree.
all the same. You know what? The news is all the same stuff on planet Earth. If you watch the news, and the command has me do it for one reason, so I can tell people how much garbage is on there. That's always, and you know, it's always the same news cycle. It's always the same stories, always the same cycle. It's a brainwashing detail. I mean, that's why it's so important for you. It's more important for people to get ready for contact than watch the news on TV, which is telling you absolutely nothing except what they want to tell you, which is basically stick with us and you'll be stuck in the matrix for another 100 years. You know, that's what they want you to do, right?
Right.
But when you when you
Me and my
start listening to
son were
shows like
totally,
this,
yeah, me and my son
you
were
know,
totally on the same page. But my daughter could care less about any of that. And then she walks into my bedroom this morning. She's like, "Oh, we're in a whole new war." She's like, "I thought it was just Ukraine and Russia." And I'm like, "No, it's and as like it's Israel and everything." She's like, "I didn't even know." And but I my TV, like when I turn it on, it automatically goes to the news. And I think that I suck because of that, because I don't even change it. It's like as soon as I turn my TV on in the morning when I get up to get ready, it automatically posts the news. But I'm not even doing anything. I'm getting up, making coffee, going let my chickens out, throwing on some scratch grain. Like I'm not even worried about it, but it's on. And so when she hears it, she automatically goes in. And I'm like, do I let her keep watching it, or do I just keep letting her be shut out? And I think that I
yeah,
just need to let her be shut out.
yeah, yeah. It's
Yeah,
you know,
she'll
it's
find her own path.
yeah,
She, especially with kids, if you're trying to influence it, she's gonna push back even harder.
Yeah, she's
So just let
17,
her.
so is she 17 years old. So I mean, it ain't like she she's not ever missed anything not watching the news live.
Right. Yeah, they got to find their own way. If they don't find their own, you got to be there. My philosophy was always this with my daughters. You have to be
hmm
there for them to push you away.
yeah,
That's kind of what that, especially
I know you
17.
guys. I talked to you guys about the 7 foot being in my backyard, like
yeah.
my. Okay, well, um, I seen it for the first time, but it was during the day and it was a flash. And I had been
Wow.
talking to him about it. Like we were sitting over dinner, she had went to bed. Like my daughter does not care about anything like that. But it's not like she don't care about it, but she loves hearing about it. So me and my son, we continue watching everything. So he always says when he went to put the chickens up at dark, he always seen the being there. So it's been the same thing. So
hmm
I was like, his name's Xavier, but I asked him. I said, "Hey," and I'd be at work. I'm like, "Did you?" He was like, "Mom, I put the chickens up and everything." When he was home, I said, "Did you see it?" He said, "No, ma'am." I said, "Okay." So because we had been talking about it ever since I was talking about it with y'all, and I had gotten into meditating, and it just makes me feel more. It makes me feel better when I get up in the morning and I open myself up with meditation. I
Yeah,
never thought I never thought that my mind would be so clear as it would be if I just woke up, like I already set the coffee pot to brew my coffee, and I just get up and meditate. And it would
yeah,
just be so clear. Like it's not nothing negative, it's a clear state of mind. And he made me start doing that. Like, well, he didn't make
yeah.
me, but with me talking to him, I was like, hey, let me see what I can benefit with my mental health
hmm
to get into this. So that's what made me clear up about it. So one evening, it wasn't even night. One evening, we're out there. I think like we live on the coast of Mississippi.
Hmm.
And so it got like down to 30 degrees, and I was like, "Oh, let's
Wow.
wrap." I said, "Let's wrap." Like we're really cold right now, but I was like, "Let's wrap the north side of the chicken run, so when that north air comes down, it don't hit them."
Yeah.
So and it was nighttime when
Yeah.
he told me that the last time. But when we were doing this, it was like 3 or 4 o'clock in the afternoon.
Oh, really?
Yeah, 3 or 4 o'clock in the afternoon. I was like, "Hey, let's do it," because the time change. It's like 5:15, 5:25, 5:30. It gets dark, and I
Right.
was like,
Right.
let's go ahead and do this. I said, let's go ahead and wrap it around the north side, the west side, and the east side. I said because they can't get anything from the south side because the house is right there, and so I was like we was out there putting the tarp around it and everything, and then all of a sudden I just seen this figure like out of the peripheral of my eye, and I stood up and I just looked, and he said, "What's wrong, Mama?" I said, "Did you?" I said, "It's one of those white. It's one of the white chickens out." Is what I told him. I said, "It's one of the white chickens out." He said, "Did you see it?" And I said, "I don't know what I seen." I said, "Because it's a chicken." I said, "But I seen something white and tall." He
Mm-hmm.
said,
Yeah.
"That's what I told you." I said, "It's the middle of the day." I said, "It's not even." No, I told him. I said, "It's not even dark outside."
Oh,
Yeah.
wow. So you saw this in the midday.
And
Wow.
I
In the
saw
morning
it
or in
was
the
Interesting.
it was
afternoon?
it
Afternoon,
was
you
it
said.
was it was dusk is what it
Dusk.
was. It was like
Hmm.
still daytime and it wasn't dark, but you could still see something that was there.
Yeah.
And I
Mhm.
went around and looked, and it was I seen it, but it wasn't there. And I can't talk to anybody about it, like family wise, because they think I'm crazy.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah. Hmm.
They're like, "Oh, you're seeing something.
Sure.
Did you go to the eye doctor? You gotta go to the eye doctor." I was like, "No." I said, when I turned around, it was there, and then it's like something happens in a flash.
Right. What you're dealing with is a lot. You mentioned the word light, that they were tall. Am I correct?
It,
Oh,
7 4 foot. It wasn't a
yeah.
chicken. That's yeah.
No, no, of course. Yeah. So they were tall. This is CmdrAleon, the host of the show. Gracie's with us. And so you turned during the daytime. Were they translucent when you were seeing them? Were they like translucent, meaning?
It looked like
Oh, that's
it
interesting.
was white, but it wasn't a solid white.
Yeah.
It
Yeah. It
wasn't
was a
a
light
solid
beam.
white, but it looked white. And it's a
Yeah.
flicker of an eye.
Yeah. It was a star being, is what you saw. They wanted you to see them briefly, but that's how they're making communications. Is
And
it's a
I,
brief
I like that. But
communications that will increase.
they've let my son see them for years.
Yeah.
And I think
Yeah.
because he talked to me about it, and I was like, "Well, if it's out there, I'll see it." That's the whole conversation that me and him had. I said, "Well, if it's out there, I'll see it." And it just did a flash. But
Yeah.
it was big. It wasn't like big and gawky. It just looked like something tall and a very light color that was there. And then when
Yeah.
I looked back, it was gone.
Yeah. Well, that's right. They briefly wanted you to see them too. Your son's been seeing them for years. The reason why you're seeing them is because it's time for you to really get to see them, get used to them, who they are. So I believe that's part of the reason why you're seeing them, because it's time, and there's a connection your son has that, in a sense, you will have also a very positive experience once that communication happens.
Yeah, it could have been an angel too. Maybe not even couldn't have been ET. Could have just been an angel hanging out.
Yeah, so I'm wondering how you felt when you saw it, besides being surprised. What
I
else were
didn't
you
I
getting?
didn't feel scared.
Okay, good.
I
That's
didn't feel
awesome.
Oh yeah,
scared. I was like, because like when I did the flash and I looked at him, he's like, "Mom was wrong," and I said, um, I just and he said, "Did you see this?" And he described it to me, and I said, "Yeah, but it just like it's not there anymore." He said, "Mom, that's what I'm telling you. That's what I've been seeing."
yeah, yeah.
Wow.
No, that's I keep getting very 7 foot tall, maybe a little bit over 7. Could be angelic, could be. I'm getting most definitely light being. I don't know where they're from, but they obviously have been in contact with your son for many years, and that's what I'm talking about. Is like certain people have had contact with certain beings for years, like
Do
your son.
you think that they're scared of me or something? Because
No, they're not
he's
scared of
been
you.
seeing it all these years, and I know they're not scared.
No,
But
they're not
I
scared
think
of you. Why would they be scared of you? They're
right,
actually showing
that's what I'm
themselves to
saying. And
you so
do
that
you
you
think
can
that
get used to the
they're
fact that they're
trying
there.
to? Or do you think that they're trying to open up to me because he's been
Yeah.
seeing them?
Absolutely. You got it right on the head. They're trying to open up to you and they want you to just relax when they show themselves. They want you just to relax and have the beauty and joy of seeing them. You're ready to see them. So you are absolutely going to see more of that. I do feel that.
I would love that
Yeah, you'll have
because
it.
it feels
Just
like I'm like
remember,
I'm
Grace,
like
to ask them mentally, ask them in your head that you thank them for showing themselves, that you would like to see more of them and communicate with them. If you do that and you take the initiation to do that, they will communicate with you if you so choose to communicate with them.
and I think that's where I went wrong because I was out there and I was like, hey, I'm out here. I welcome you here. You don't have to be scared of me. I am here. So I should have did it mentally than vocally.
Right. And again, they're not scared of you. They're just showing you that they're there. They have no fear. They're just showing you that, hey, here we are. But you can mentally, internally communicate with them consciously if you so choose.
I want to do that, but I don't know how to. So I
Just the
do
way I
I need
said.
to
I just
meditate
explained it.
on this.
Yeah. Allow yourself to let go of your thoughts, your earth based thoughts, and allow yourself the next time it happens, just communicate to with them non-verbally, like in your consciousness. When you do it non-verbally, they will hear that because they're telepathic beings. They will in return or in turn respond and communicate with you.
Hey, Gracie, in the chat, Starshine was mentioning, you being in a calm state. Maybe when you're outside tending the chickens, do some meditation out there. Do it
Yeah.
outside in the open around the animals. Because, animals are conductors too. So
I
maybe try
know
that.
that when I woke up this morning, I had meditated and I had this whole thing where I was like, oh, I'm gonna get my coffee. I'm gonna go outside and I'm just gonna meditate. And I opened up the blind curtains or whatever, but we have them on the back glass. And I just love to sit there. It gives me peace to just watch my chickens. Like they're like my babies and everything. And then when I opened up my shades, I seen a hawk landed in my backyard that was like
Hmm.
on one of the top of my chickens, and that just it just totally like turned my whole day around because I really wanted to take that to meditate because I like to do that. I know it sounds weird that I like to go out there and just that's like my peace. Like when I
Hmm.
have a long weekend of work, that's just my peace. When I'm off, when my coffee, go out there, and it was just a rough day. And but I think when I go out there, it helps me meditate more.
Hmm.
And so I'm trying to bring myself back from the bad day that I had, and it's really been off. And I can tell that, you know, and I don't know if anybody understands what I'm saying, but animals can tell when you're off.
Oh yeah,
Oh yeah,
definitely.
animals know.
My chickens have been so like, because they was already back in the run in the coop today because of the hawk, and they wouldn't come out. And so I took extra measures today. Didn't even feel like it because this is like my prize chicken. I know it sounds dumb, but we have like prize chicken shows around here. We're in Mississippi, so
Yeah,
that's the way it is. But that's the one that was gone. And then when I went out there to that hawk and I called my husband and I was like, it's sitting here on, he was like, shoot it in the face, shoot it right
yeah,
now. But I was looking at this hawk in the eyes and
yeah.
it was like, I was like, I can't kill it. I said, I can't. And I
Yeah.
was
And
literally,
you're not supposed to kill the hawk anyway. The hawk is
no,
very important.
no, you can't. And I could literally sit here and touch this hawk with my finger.
Hmm.
And it was just looking at me. And I just had a feeling over my body because it's like a circle of life.
Hmm.
And I was just like, I can't do it. He was like, can you kill it right now or it's gonna come back? And I'm like, but there's hawks everywhere. And
Yeah.
and then I just seen it. I just seen it there. How I
Hmm.
had it pinned up. And it just looked at me. And I was like, I can't do anything to it because I mean it's the circle of life. That's what it has to do. I mean, yes, it killed my prized featherfoot chicken, but I can get more.
Yeah.
And I felt like crap all day. I just
Yeah.
but then I just don't know how to take it in. But then I know I've got to with everything in the sky in our galactical system with Commander and everything, it's so much more that we have to worry about. Everybody's sitting out here worried about what's going on with this war and this government, but you got to realize what's coming.
And what's coming is going to be actually much better than what they're telling you on Earth-based
I know,
social media.
and it's just I'm trying my best to be positive about what's being said with just simple things, but nobody can understand about our galactical system and how everything is going to be way more simple when when they actually show up.
Yeah. Yeah. A lot of
Everybody
people don't
is like,
understand.
oh, they're going to kill us. It's like they're going to take us
Well, you know what
out
that is?
and
You know what
everything.
that is, Grace? That's all Earth-based media stuff on YouTube and some other social media apps where people project those things that aren't true. The whole thing, like Ronald Reagan talked about the alien threat. He used the word alien threat when
Exactly.
he spoke
Yeah.
at the United Nations. There's no threat. The only threat is the people that control the missiles on Earth. The only threat are the people that are having a delusion of power on planet
The
Earth.
biggest threat is our president and everything that's coming down. They're not coming down to hurt us. They want to be understood.
Right. That's why a lot of people in the DoD are, not all of them, some of them are people that want disclosure, but that's why they're all nervous now in the DoD part that covers all of this particular topic. The reason why they're scared is because they've been covering up the existence of extraterrestrial intelligence for over 70 years to the public, in our current public. No matter what generation we're born in, you were lied to. So now they're trying to
And
scramble because there's going to be contact happening.
how are they going to deal with it when they've been coming to the earth all these years, all these decades, all these centuries?
You're
They've been
talking a
coming to
planet
earth,
that's
and
billions of years old. So
yeah,
they've been here
and
way before
nobody
current human
wanted to
existence.
understand them. And so, yeah, they're mad. They can be mad, or they're upset because they originally wanted to come in peace. All these movies and everything talking about, hey, we come in peace, blah blah blah, whatever. But you didn't let them come in peace. Anything that happened over Nevada, Arizona, over the desert, they run out there, grab them up, and put them somewhere. I have my sister. I can't. Never mind. She told me not to even say that. But
Okay.
but
Not to get off track.
you've got all of this evidence, and then you got all these people that disappeared. You've got
Right.
all of, and then nobody should have said anything. So now I'm feeling if they're coming down, they're still trying to come down in peace, but it's still going to be the.
Well,
It's
they're
not.
going to be
It's not.
coming. They're going to be coming. There's not going to be any still. They are going to be coming because the information that I'm getting from our contact recently with the contact we have with the Syrian space being that came through our broadcast and that you're going to be hearing Friday night. No, they're here. They're going to be here. Many galactic civilizations are going to be coming here. That's the thing. That's why they're so nervous. And it's not just about any country. The countries don't matter on the planet. It's all these people that have put controls of power, thinking that they're going to be important or something. Like it's going to be very important once
Yeah, I'm
contact
not.
happens on Earth. That it won't be that way. It's going to be they're getting ready for contact off planet with our planet Earth, and people just need to realize that there are things that are happening. Everything is in divine timing, and it's going to be happening. It's all divine timing. Everything that's going to occur.
Commander, someone in the chat is asking, this is a really good question. Super Turblio City, something like that. But why do some people get abducted?
I'm bringing them on the show to ask that question.
Yeah, I like that question. I wanna,
Super.
I wanna like,
You come on. You come on the show. We can ask the question live on Encounters. Why do some people get abducted? I mean, I can
and if
answer the
anybody
question.
has any, yeah, and if anybody has an encounter story, don't be shy. Hop up and share the story. Okay, guys?
Sorry, I
And
got disconnected there.
here's a new person. Their name is James Down Rabbit Hole. Nice to meet you. Welcome.
Hello, everybody. I have an encounter
Hello.
story for you. I was walking down an alley one day, and a Palladian man came up to me and said, "If you do not take me to your leader, I will take you to Uranus."
I'm inviting.
That
One
sounds
of our friends.
interesting.
I'm inviting one of our friends from Japan to come on. I don't know if they're able to speak or not. I just invited Hariko from Japan. Hariko, if you
You
want to
know,
come on, you're welcome to join us.
Dan is pretty
I will
funny.
have
He
to probably
writes,
learn a little bit of Japanese.
did you read Dan's comment, Gracie? He wrote, a 7-foot tall chicken would be a dinosaur, a raptor. It's pretty
Could be
funny.
dangerous.
Good. That's a funny one. Good one.
We
Good
gotta
one.
make light. We gotta make light out of it, Gracie. We gotta.
Yeah.
They gotta
Yeah.
have
Yeah,
fun with
yeah.
it.
Yeah, absolutely. I think, Gracie, if you bring more joy into your life and don't worry so much and don't get so wrapped up so
Yeah.
tight, I think you'll feel better about things. Enjoy, the
Y'all,
time in your.
I really cried for 2 hours this morning, and then I had a memory of her on my Facebook today, and then I cried tonight, and and so I mean to
Who did
me,
you have a memory of? I'm sorry, I didn't know what that meant. What?
I'm like, I'm badass, but I am a sucker for my chickens.
Oh, so it was a, did you lose one of them or
Thinking of the
something?
chicken and the chicken
I
made you
I
cry.
I
Oh, we got to
actually
hear about these abduction stories.
I hatched them, but come on, we're gonna hear about the abduction too. So hopefully they took her soul.
Ah, so Nicholas Gordon wrote, I learned the abduction is part of their contract agreement to be visited. Interesting.
That was the prior rule of law. They did have an
Mm-hmm.
agreement, correct, Commander?
Yeah, I'm bringing Nicholas on. I'm randomly popping them on here if they want to come on here and ask questions of our show. Nicholas, you're welcome to join us. Just press, if you decide to come on, just press the accept on the request button and we'll have you on with us here on
So what?
Encounters. This is Encounters, the late
Yeah.
night UFO talk show on TikTok. None of us here are human beings. All of us are in human bodies, but none of us are human beings. Understand that. I just want to make that clear.
So let's ponder the question. Let's ponder, why do you
I think Nicholas might be coming on and joining us,
see,
seriously
Nicholas?
speaking.
I
If
actually
TikTok's
do want to
algorithm
know
or if
what people
TikTok's lagging
think.
system doesn't keep spinning around while he's trying to get on here.
I
It's
know
really something
TikTok
with
is,
TikTok.
I think TikTok's a little sluggish tonight because I was having trouble earlier too.
Yeah, I think it's been taking too many pills, TikTok.
Yeah. So, Commander, what do you think? What's your take on that? Why do you think people get abducted, certain
Well,
people?
people, not so much now, people in the 70s, 80s, and 90s, where that's the time period of many of these things. I don't hear many abduction stories now, more contactee stories currently happening by people. So I think there's more people being contacted individually that might not be on a TikTok or Facebook or YouTube. I think they're out there. I think there's
Oh, we
lots of
lost
people out there
Nicholas.
that are having encounters. I mean, maybe being abducted, or I doubt very much abductions. I think most now people are having direct encounters that are contact experiences. Jenny says, you have photos of them. Do
Yes.
I think
What's
she's asking
interesting,
if you have photos.
I
uh,
have photos of people being abducted?
or,
No.
or the beings,
The beings, yes. I will try to show some pictures of the beings that we're in touch with now. I'm going to try to get some pictures that are like apropos of what they look like, and I'll post some of them tomorrow night on the show.
somebody else said was so cool. Did you read Scooby Doo's comment? Aren't our souls beings?
Yeah,
I would
definitely.
say so. I mean, we're beings. I would say, our
I'm not a
soul is a
being.
very
You're a
real part
being.
of who we are.
I'm not a being. I'm not a being at all.
You're not being or
I'm not
being.
being anything. I'm not anything. I'm not. I'm just nothing. I'm just a physical shell, and inside that shell is someone else. That is a
Somebody
life being.
somebody said that they would here, Biofrost said about 2 years ago I started referring to everybody as my meat mitch.
Meat
Hmm.
mech, like a
I'm
mech
about to
outfit.
get all of this out of here. This is stupid
Am
with
I
some of these
missing something?
comments.
Am I missing, like, what's a meat mech? What is that?
Like a
What
mech
is that?
suit, like just like a meat suit. It's just a
Yeah.
reference.
Okay. Yep. Like Lady Gaga's meat suit.
Yeah. Well,
Meat.
you know what? The human form is actually just a spacesuit, but most people don't realize it. When I say that, what does that mean? So it means we're in this human physical form, right? Having the human experience, having a human brain, because we have to have a human brain, right, in order to exist in a human form, and having this experience. But in fact, if you unzip your skin, you'll see your light body is within.
So
If
are
you
we?
unzip your
Unzip
skin,
your skin,
the
light
light body is
bodies
within. Repeat after me.
within.
That's a good
If you
song.
unzip your skin, the light body is. I'm going to sing a song now. I just have a
That's a
song I have
good
to
song.
sing.
So wait, wait, I had it and now I lost it. Oh my God, I hate that.
While you're thinking, I'm going to sing this song.
So are we not earthlings?
We are
Earthlings?
earthlings, but when you
Earthlings.
unzip your skin, you're the light being within. As you unzip your skin, you're the light being within. As you unzip
Great
your skin,
mantra.
you're the light being within. The light being within is within your skin. When you
Go
unzip
ahead
your
and send
skin,
that
you'll see the light
last
being
hand heart so
within.
we can begin.
Yeah.
And don't forget the chicken.
Did you like that? The light being within when you
You're so
unzip your skin.
sweet. I love
So
you.
basically what I'm saying is the physical outer appearance of a human being on earth is basically a suit. Within that suit is what you call your higher self, your spirit, your soul, your light beingness. That's all within the suit. But most human beings on planet Earth operate where? From here. They don't operate from inner, they operate from here because they're thinking too much. When they operate from within the skin, from the being, which is the light being, the soul, or the higher self, that is your point of contact. That is your rate. That's your like galactic radio inside you. Most people don't remember that you have a galactic frequency, a radio transmitter that can transmit and receive, but you don't do it because you're thinking too much of all the things around you. You don't do it because you're thinking too much from here. This is like a
Commander,
computer.
in,
Yes.
in the chat, Debbie Hake is asking, so do we go through reincarnations?
Ah,
Oh, I missed that.
do we go
And
through reincarnations?
that's important because I've been reincarnated and have active memory.
I'm bringing Debbie up here if she wants to come on. She can come up on audio and join us on Encounters. Debbie, I've just invited you
I
if
have
you
no
wish to
idea
come up on the
message.
show.
James, I want to hear about that.
Yeah,
So
I
I'm going
have.
to give you my answer about reincarnation. Now, I know the Buddhists in Tibet believe in reincarnation, correct?
Oh yes, yeah.
Okay.
They
The
believe that you
Buddhists believe.
keep cycling. You just keep cycling and cycling,
Right.
depending on your
So
dharma.
there is a thing called reincarnation on Earth. So let's say you have things that you need to finish up on the planet. So you go into a state of karma, of you have karmic responsibilities on planet Earth. Therefore, you're going to repeat. If you have no karmic responsibilities, you will, and you decide you don't want to reincarnate on Earth, that you want to go back to another planet or your solar system or whatever, you will make that decision, right? So yeah, I think that reincarnation is real. I think some people do reincarnate to finish things they haven't finished, and other people move on beyond the reincarnation cycle to other levels of galactic understanding.
Yeah.
Nick,
Heavy duty.
he got bumped off earlier.
You see, when a question like that is asked, I turn on my galactic information. I'm like the commander of galactic Akashic information in my physical human form, speaking on a level of consciousness that people can understand. And if I keep talking like this, you'll understand that I'm talking at a very spiritual cosmic level of light that is absolutely has nothing to do with Earth-based 3D consciousness. So basically, I want people to know that there is a great deal to understand within your human form. And man, when I'm fired up like this, the words flow like poetry coming through. Like anything I say, I can keep talking for hours like this. And there can be nobody on. I keep talking for hours like this. That's because it doesn't matter. When you're in a stream of consciousness that is totally galactic, it doesn't matter, right? Do
So,
you hear what I'm
Commander
saying?
Nicholas, yeah, no, it doesn't matter, Commander. Right on. So, Nicholas Gordon is saying, "Can I come back in?" I don't know if you
Yeah, he
want.
got bumped off
Yes.
before he was able to
Oh, what
talk.
happened,
So
Nicholas?
he was the one with the earlier
We're
question
going to
on.
try to get Nicholas back in here because this is Encounters, the number one UFO talk show on social media.
Jesus Christ.
And we're from outer space.
Okay, Nicholas, hopefully you can come in. Seriously, there have been some lagging problems with TikTok. Yeah, I bring people up and they're
Hello,
losing it
Nicholas. Can you
technically.
hear us?
He's
Yeah,
circling.
it's like a
He'll make a
commercial.
landing soon. The TikTok thing is going back and forth, the blue and the red thing. I
I
feel like I'm
wonder.
getting
Oh, there he
hypnotized.
is.
Yep, he's
Almost.
sort of.
Welcome in, Nicholas.
Come on.
Yeah, we can hear you.
Grace, was that you pouring that? I
Yeah,
heard
that
that.
was me.
No,
I got
I got
I'm
these.
gonna
I got these new earphones.
pour
I could
back
hear
just like
everything.
Grace.
I got the seltzer tonight, James, the
I saw
Glossensteiner.
it.
This is the best stuff ever. If you guys have headaches, get that seltzer.
What you have? Pour it back over there.
It's Glossensteiner.
I've been having a headache for 2
Actually,
weeks.
it's Gerald
For
Steiner.
2 weeks, we
Glossensteiner.
need
It's
to have
Gerald.
you meditate and ask the
Are you
Christ
drinking
consciousness
enough
to clear your
water?
consciousness.
Do what?
Are you
Water's not
drinking enough water, Gracie?
No, I'm not because
Well, there you go.
they're killing me at work, so that's why I ain't drinking enough water.
Gotta try to get at least a minimum of 60 ounces in a day. Really try to
Uh,
shoot
Yeah.
for 100.
I can do 12 ounces. That's what I
Oh
got.
no, you gotta
Hey,
Well,
drink way more than
you
that.
gotta
hey,
Gotta
do
drink a lot of
come,
water, Gracie.
hey,
water.
come pull me out of my job and Jesus.
Stephanie, come out and come back in again if you can't see or hear anything.
Yeah, what happened there, Nicholas? We're gonna try to get you.
Nicholas is he's saying he wants to come on another time. I guess he's
Okay,
Maybe he's got a
I was
bad
gonna try.
connection.
There must be something with the connection. I'm gonna get some more apple cider here because I
Yeah,
ran out,
Gracie,
and there's more.
it's very important, Gracie, that especially when as you're doing your spiritual growth, you've got to take care of the body, the vessel, even though it's just the meat sack and we're here.
Right?
That alignment with your body is essential. Water is I know Commander drinks his cider and stuff, but water is what brings
I'm
life.
only available to drink. I only get to drink like 3 bottles of water a day.
well. If you are drinking water, Gracie, you got to pick the water you drink very carefully because not all waters are created equal. A lot of bottled water is tap water.
Y'all, I'm for real. And y'all help me. Y'all really helped me out with that because I'm a massive bartender, and so I am like making drinks, and then I don't drink. They're like, here, get a drink. I don't never do that, but I'm trying to drink, and then but I'm drinking sweet tea all day.
You gotta do because you're having less sugar. So you gotta do a mineral content water. So I do something like Fiji water is not bad, but
That's my drink. I get a whole 2 cases of Fiji water from Sam's
not
Club.
bad. It's not bad, but I would say Evian water is better.
Yeah.
And alkaline water, gotta watch alkaline waters because they're marketed to the public, but they're not really an alkaline. That you got to be really careful with what you get there. The Gerald Steiner is got the highest mineral content than because I used to suffer from severe migraines, and I try everything.
Every morning I wake up, I get on my head hurts.
Hey,
Like
you met the
literally.
goal, Commander. You met the heart goal. Cool.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking
That
about.
Gracie, Gracie, that's
Dang.
probably definitely a water issue. I'm gonna give my unprofessional, unmedical assessment that
No,
your hydration
you're
level
not
is
giving an
low.
unprofessional thing because I just went to the doctor last week. They said my A1C was 6.1, and they were like, "You're borderline diabetic." I said,
Yeah.
so I'm borderline diabetic, or I'm a diabetic, or I'm not a diabetic. What y'all want me to be today?
So, Commander, can you talk a little bit about your plans for the next few days? I know Friday you have a big event coming up.
Yeah.
I
So we'll
can't
get into
wait to be
that.
there.
So Friday evening, and this is important. It's really interesting how when I came on here, I went into a completely different vibrational frequency when I was speaking. It was like now I'm back to another level where I feel like I'm totally at peace right now. I'm amped up, but I'm not
I
like I was
love it.
before.
As long as you're at peace, I love it.
But on Friday, after we get so Woodis is trying to figure out how to subscribe. I know. All I know is that there's a subscribe button and that you can subscribe, and that's how it works. But
Stop it.
I don't know technically why one
Hey
should not
guys,
subscribe if they're
welcome
trying to
in.
subscribe.
And please subscribe to the Commander. Because I'm just going to start tapping.
And listen to Grace.
Alex, that's me joking in the background. Alex, he's like, I hear a voice.
Yeah, Alex, that's my friend James. But in terms of your question, Grace, it's really important that I want for people that don't understand what's happening here, and I'll harp on this in a very beautiful way. That a few weeks ago, and James and Grace are on here, and a few other people who are here now, that the app that's next to me, which is not going, actually, it's not plugged in. That's why I'm going to keep it unplugged for now. I don't want it to go on by itself right now. But what we had a few weeks ago was contact through music. So if you understand how music works, in the universe, many galactic races of beings that are spiritually evolved, they love music. Music is the sound of frequency. In the universe, much of what is recorded, even people that are astronomers record sounds of space. Because in the sounds of space, if you listen to the sounds, it's like music. It's natural music coming through the universe. It's the sound of the universe, the beautiful tapestry of the universe. So when contact started happening, it happened through music. It happened through Billie Holiday's song. And the song was at the end, I'm going to the moon and I'll see you soon. That's just a very short ending of the song. But the more I listened to the song, the message was there. It's saying, I'll be seeing you. I'll be seeing you. I'll be seeing you. That was the key thing. I will be seeing you. And who was going to be seeing me? The being Hideko and the people from the constellation in Sirius from their planet on a spaceship finally made contact. They've been actually piecing static frequencies for me for years. It's my static frequency. So everything operates in a static frequency. So if you don't understand what a static frequency is, there are different frequencies of static. Some are more three-dimensional. Some are more a spiritual dimension of frequency. But then there's the galactic frequency, the galactic static, I mean. The galactic static, before coming to Earth, I was a composite of the galactic static. Even though I'm from Mars, I was a composite of the galactic static. The galactic static breaks through every time barrier. It breaks through every level of planetary frequency. It is the strongest static, the galactic static, specifically, that allows for the communication link up between different beings. And so what has happened is that we are now established official contact with people from the star system Sirius, and I'll have to ask Hideko the planet that they're from again. I think it starts with a B, and I'll have to look it up under a star chart. Hey, John, welcome back, brother. So where they come from, far, far away in the Sirius star system, is their planet. And because of the pieces of static, they accumulated the static, they were able to find me. They found me through the static. Now, I don't claim that everyone's going to understand what I'm exactly talking about, and I completely get it, but you will eventually. And you will Friday night when we communicate with Hideko, you'll understand. We'll be taking questions for Hideko. So my co-hosts and Grace, when people ask questions Friday night, if you can, I'd like you to write down their questions, and we'll take as many questions. Make sure your questions are of a cosmic, spiritual, or galactic level of serious questioning, because that's what they'll be looking for to answer your questions. I'll be having a list of questions here that I'll be asking the space beings. And on their ship, it's so-called white noise. Thank you, John. It's so-called white noise. And John is the transmitter. I'm the receiver. And as I visually close my eyes, the spaceship is here. Let me just take a crystal.
So
This
zero,
is the
John
spaceship.
said, sorry, Commander, John just wrote in the comments, zero mean white Gaussian noise is the static.
Yes.
Okay, so
So,
static
so
is
here's,
important. That is
yeah,
important for for communication.
yes.
Okay.
Yeah, the white noise, the static. This is the
Mm-hmm.
spaceship. This is a crystal, but you know, this is the spaceship where they're at. There they are here. Here's John over here. Here I am over here. So you have a triangular transmission there, here, and here, back to them. So it goes in a triangular pattern. Here's the ship. John's here. I'm here. Bam, we go back up again. So that transmission from static allows for the communication. And as the communication gets stronger, this is, let's say hypothetically, the ship, the main ship right here. The ship is transmitting through the static down to John and coming to me and going back up again. So here's their ship out in space in our atmosphere. They've now found out where I was. So their ship comes closer. They break through our atmosphere, no problem. They hover in a specific location and they stay there. So as they stay there, now the transmission goes down, the static builds, they break through the barrier of TikTok and radio and everything else, and then therefore I get to be the receiver, and I also get to retransmit verbally as I ask questions of Hideko. So that's what's going to happen Friday night. I would hope people will be here. Make sure that you join us Friday night. We're getting close. The energies are really strong. I've been feeling them all week. I feel their energy now. Ever since contact happened, I feel their energy all the time. You never know. Understand something too, that if they wish to communicate and they wish to come through this broadcast without any radios, just pure static, they can certainly do that. And John would tell you the same thing if he was on here to speak. They have the ability to come through all frequencies. That's the consciousness. That's the level of consciousness. You know?
Yeah, and John said something very interesting. It was like aquatic space.
Yes.
Yeah, like that.
Aquatic space. Yes.
Yeah, I love it. Oh, and there's someone in the chat too. IR Dankenstein.
Yes.
I like that name too. And
And
that,
John says interplay between noise reduction, speed of response of the filter.
yeah, awesome. Yeah.
I'm
So,
like so upset because
mm,
I work the weekends. I work Thursday night, Friday night, Saturday night. Like, actually, not, it's just not a night. I work Thursday all day, Friday all day, Saturday all day. And I just can't even be here for this until I get home at night. Like, I
Yeah, but
get
you know what?
home at like 11,
This,
12
you won't
o'clock
miss
at night.
anything. Gracie, you won't miss anything because it's recorded. It'll be on my YouTube channel. So you'll get all that
I
energy
know,
from the
but
show on the show.
I just
I
want
know
to
it's not the same
be
thing.
there for it.
Yeah. No, I understand.
yeah, that's right. Dolphins and whales, the same for shizzle. Absolutely. Right on. Right on.
Well, it's almost near 1 a.m. And I want to thank all the gifters, everybody. Gracie, thanks for your moderation, your gifts, everybody out there. I want you to all be going on my main channel. It's really important. Go on my Ashtar Command a Spaceship News channel. Loretta, thank you.
Thank you,
And please
Loretta.
share the video.
So
I have a video
beautiful.
that has a voice speaking, talking about Friday night. Please share the video with as many people as you can. You know, it really is important. Hey, Galaxy Wolf, good to see you.
Everyone,
Good to
please
see you.
subscribe. It only takes 1 coin. It only takes 1 coin to subscribe. So please make sure you do that.
Yeah, please subscribe. Thank you, Gracie. I have 36 of 100 subscribers. The Golden Star subscribers, that money's going towards night vision equipment for our group. Grace is part of our Ashtar Command C5 group here in Connecticut in the United States. Please become a subscriber. You know, there's 36. We can use 37, 38, 39, 40. Give us a Christmas
Yeah,
gift.
please go
Become
ahead
a
and do
5-month
that before
subscriber, a
this
monthly
ends.
subscriber.
It only takes one. It only takes one coin to subscribe. So
Yeah.
please make sure you subscribe to this before the end.
Yeah.
Yeah, so go to
Absolutely.
the bottom left of, if you look to the very bottom ribbon on the very bottom of your device, to the left, there's a star with a circle around it. You just hit that star and
Thank
you
you,
can
Galaxy.
subscribe.
Alpha. Yep. I'm just saying, let's see, who was
Yeah,
that?
please
John Connor says
load it up.
highest 0.95
Load it
ohm
up.
beings through Optimus singling. Highest 0.95 ohm beings through optimum singling.
Yeah,
And it'll be
cool.
nice once John is able to come on live so we can actually physically speak to you on the screen here. So we're happy to repeat.
So cool. I love learning about the frequencies and how important they are to contact.
Yeah. When John comes on here, I'm sure he'll be on a Thursday night before our big thing Friday night. Again, John is going to be a regular contributor, part of our show. As my friend, I want him to be part of this. He'll have a home here, and we're glad to have him as a brother of knowledge. And it's like when you put two of us together, it's like putting two galactic computers in one place. It's pretty cool.
All right, Commander and Grace. This is my night out. I have to work Thursday night, a double Friday, a double Saturday, and a double Sunday. But I will try my best to get in and make sure that I'm there for support.
Oh, we appreciate it. All the work you do as the moderator. We thank you, Grace. I'm gonna sign out here. It's 1:01. I'm gonna get some sleep. Everybody, we'll see you tomorrow night for another
Thank
show
y'all.
of
Sleep
Everyone.
good.
Encounters.
Sleep
Thanks for
good,
all the
high
gifts.
Bye,
being.
everyone. Thanks so much for being here. Good night.
I am Alpha Galaxy. Well, thank you for being here. Sometimes I get to pop in and listen to what you're doing. But definitely, hey, Gracie, thank you. Grace, thanks for being here. We appreciate
Thank
it.
you, Commander.
Down the rabbit hole, thank you for being here. Everybody have a blessed night. And, as I always say, keep your eyes to the skies. You never know.